Hi Earthlings, ever felt stuck in life's loop? What if I told you the law of assumption could obliterate every limitation holding you back? Imagine breaking free, creating the life you desire. Join me as we unravel the mystery of the law of assumption, a key to manifesting dreams. We'll challenge seeing is believing, overcome doubt, and dive into the unseen power of assumption. Welcome back to another life-changing adventure as we delve deeply into the fields of manifestation and self-discovery. We're going to take a close look at the law of assumption today, which is an idea that might hold the key to opening the doors to the life you've always wanted. Let me now give you a surprise. What if I told you that your reality is actually shaped by the very assumptions you make about your life? Suspicious, isn't it? However, before we get started, allow me to relate a brief personal anecdote that many of you may find relatable. You know, I was struggling with life's intricacies when I found myself at a crossroads not too long ago. During this time, I came upon the teachings of Neville Goddard, a renowned figure in the field of manifestation. His explanation of the law of assumption really resonated with me and led to a deep discovery. Whether intentional or not, assumptions were the source of all that I had ever manifested. So what makes Neville Goddard's teachings so essential to our current investigation? And who is he? The law of assumption originated from the lectures given by writer and mystic Neville Goddard in the middle of the 20th century. His main thesis was that the key to manifestation is to believe that the experience of having one's wish fulfilled. Neville once stated, "Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and observe the route that your attention follows." It was a moving statement. This pearl of wisdom perfectly captures the core of the law of assumption. It's not merely about having positive thoughts. Rather, it's about adopting the mindset as though your goals have already come true. Let's now question the current situation. How often has the saying "seeing is believing" been repeated to us? Although we are socialized to believe only in concrete proof, Neville's lessons challenge this idea. Think about it. Every invention and piece of technology that has shaped our modern world, from smartphones to airplanes, started off as just an idea in the head of a single person. Though these things did not yet have a tangible form, it was assumed that they may exist. Now for the crucial query, are you being held back by the idea that seeing is believing? Imagine that the people who created the smartphone didn't believe in it until they had held one in their hands. They imagined it, they assumed it, and in the end, it came to pass. When we acknowledge that nothing created by humans in this world follows the adage, "seeing is believing," the fallacy of this phrase becomes clear. Everything you own, including your laptop, house, and automobile, began as ideas in someone's head. The secret is to assume that these thoughts will come true rather than waiting for them to show up. Let's get real now. How many of us are caught in what I like to refer to as the reality loop? You wake up every day to the same relationships, job, and circumstances. You know the drill. It feels like you're stuck on repeat for eternity. A radical change of perspective is necessary to escape this cycle of thinking. It requires us to accept the idea that assumptions shape our reality and to go beyond the limitations of the seeing is believing paradigm. You can escape the confines of the previous reality when you adopt a new one. As we proceed on our trip, keep in mind that your assumptions shape your future. Are you prepared to use the law of assumption to change the blueprint for your life? Stay tuned as we explore the nuances of manifesting with unstoppable force and peel back the layers of this revolutionary idea. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine what you truly want in life: the wealth, the love, the life you've always wanted. One powerful technique in the field of assumption is visualization. It's important to experience your desires from the bottom of your heart, not only visualize them. Think about this. When you see, say, a successful business or a happy relationship, fully immerse yourself in the feelings as well as the images. As though it were happening right now, experience the happiness, prosperity, and love. Herein lies the hidden influence of presumption. Let's now address a critical factor: doubt. The quiet voice in our heads that questions the veracity of our presumptions is called doubt. Doubt is a common emotion, but manifestors are different because they know how to overcome it. Friends, doubt is the enemy of assumption. It's the little voice that says things like, "I don't deserve this," or "This is too good to be true." However, allow me to reveal a basic truth. Uncertainty has been a part of every successful manifesto. Their choice to overcome it makes all the difference. The undisciplined mind is the greatest enemy of man, according to a quote from Neville Goddard. This emphasizes how crucial it is to train our minds to overcome uncertainty and opposition from the subconscious. When doubt creeps in, accept it, consider whether it's true, and then make the intentional decision to keep believing that this is what you want to happen. Let's apply the law of assumption to the current situation now. It's important to assume that your desires are being fulfilled now rather than waiting for them to do so. Picture yourself relaxing in your ideal home, taking in the atmosphere and the breeze. Assuming that this is your current reality is where the power is. Being in the now is a skill. It involves incorporating your presumptions into the reality you live in today. Imagine yourself now as well as in the future. Your perceived reality is supported by the sensations you experience and the air you breathe. At first, this may seem difficult, but keep in mind that assumption gains power when it blends in naturally with your current reality. Now let's discuss empowerment. For a moment, let's pretend that your desires are not far-off dreams, but rather present realities. Assuming opens up a reservoir of self-assurance and fortitude. Why? Because certainty is bred by assumption. You live in anticipation of your manifestation, not in quest of it. Understanding that you are not powerless over your subconscious mind is the first step toward empowerment. The subconscious is extremely powerful, yet its actions are determined by your beliefs. It feeds on the comfortable, well-known, and secure. Contrarily, assumption questions the current quo. It's possible that your subconscious is afraid of change and resists it. It desires to keep you in the security of your comfort zone. But growth is found outside of that comfort zone, dear friend. Thank your subconscious for raising this barrier, acknowledge it, and move forward with your assumptions with confidence. Keep in mind this as we traverse the invisible domains of assumption. You are the creator of your reality, not just a bystander to your thoughts. You possess the capacity to embrace a reality that surpasses the constraints of your history and the unknowns of your future. We'll go much more into the application of assumption in the next sections. We'll look at ways to improve your ability to visualize, overcome uncertainty, and apply assumption to your day-to-day activities. So, join us as we continue to explore the magical realms of manifestation, driven by the unquenchable force of assumption. A frequent obstacle on the path to manifestation is the propensity to develop a future-oriented perspective. While it's normal to see a better life down the road, the trick is to act as though it's already occurring. Consider the question, am I genuinely living as if my desires are already here? Or am I merely waiting for them to unfold in the future? Right now is when the magic happens. Imagine that you already have your ideal career, a successful business, and your soul partner in your life right now. You match your energy with the frequency of manifestation when you move from expectation to assumption. Let's now address doubt, our steadfast ally on the path to manifestation. Your subconscious is designed to keep you secure within the confines of the familiar. It is a defensive mechanism. You run into opposition when you try to go outside these bounds. It functions as an internal watchdog alerting you to possible dangers. The irony is that you could be growing precisely because of what your subconscious sees as a threat. Accept the opposition as an indication that you are moving outside of your comfort zone. Conceive your desired reality with confidence, thanking your subconscious for its anxiety and assuring it that you are safe. Doubt is a cunning manipulator that can obscure even the clearest views. It raises doubts about the veracity of your presumptions and whispers tales of uncertainty. But skepticism is a conditioned reaction based on prior experiences and societal assumptions rather than an indisputable fact. Examine the source of your suspicions to disprove them. Do they stem from verifiable facts, or are they rehashes of antiquated stories? Prosperous manifestors choose to firmly believe that assumption creates reality, viewing uncertainty as a fleeting cloud. Let's now celebrate the special qualities of our imagination and how it contributes to the manifestation process. Your imagination is the key to the limitless possibilities that await you. People who have a clear mental image of what they want typically manifest more easily. With imagination, you may forge new paths, imagine unimagined scenarios, and shape a world that transcends the limitations of the familiar. Shut your eyes and visualize the life you want. Take in the noises, feel the textures, and become fully immersed in the details. This vivid imagination is a potent act of assumption rather than merely wishful thinking. The more times you do this, the easier it will be for you to overcome obstacles on your path to manifestation. It's important to understand that the path of manifestation is not always easy as we face various difficulties. Even though the subconscious can try to dissuade you and doubts might come back, you have the steadfast strength of assumption on your side. Let's now explore some doable tactics to awaken this force in your day-to-day existence. Are you up for a mind-blowing exercise? Locate a peaceful area, shut your eyes, and enter the world of your choice. Allow the assumed energy to flow through your being as you experience the feelings and hear the affirmations. To firmly establish your link with the presumed reality, repeat this practice on a regular basis. It takes attentiveness to bring assumption into your daily life. It's about maintaining awareness of your presumptive reality in spite of outside events. When presented with obstacles, accept them without giving in to uncertainty. Never forget that every obstacle is a chance to reinforce your beliefs and build your manifestation power. Let's go back to the transformative visualization exercise before moving on to the practical parts. Shut your eyes, choose a comfy spot, and visualize the life you want. Involve your senses, touch the surfaces, inhale the aromas, and allow the imagined world to come to life just as it would in the real world. This practice strengthens your connection to the reality you want to generate. It's not just a mental rehearsal. It's an intentional act of assumption. You'll notice that the assumed reality becomes more tangible as you practice this exercise on a regular basis. The actual power of assumption comes into play when the boundaries between imagination and reality become hazy. Let's now discuss mindful living techniques to help you incorporate assumption into your day-to-day activities. Making assumptions is a constant dance with the world you have selected. It is not a one-time affair. Remain grounded in the presumption, particularly in the face of opposing outside events. When obstacles appear, see them as chances to confirm your presumptions rather than causes for uncertainty. The practice of appreciation is one effective tactic. By expressing thankfulness, you establish a smooth transition between your desired future and your current experiences by grounding yourself in the presumptive reality. Develop an attitude of thankfulness by recognizing the small and large occurrences that confirm your presumptive reality. Now, if the ideas that have been revealed thus far resonate with you, dear co-creators of reality, it's time to make a bold move. Press the subscribe button to join our community of manifestation. By subscribing, you participate in the communal energy of manifestation in addition to receiving updates on our transforming content. The exciting aspect is that I want to talk to you. Write your opinions about this voyage in the comments section. Which presumptions are you willing to live up to in your life? Your remarks are statements to the universe, not just words, and our community is here to encourage and magnify your manifesting energy. Let's talk about an important point before we unleash our powerful manifestation power, presuming without attachment. Imagine yourself in this situation. You've landed your ideal job, and things are starting to happen. It's critical to presume in this moment without tying your happiness or sense of value to the outward manifestations. Remain detached from the result, understanding that your presumptions are laying the groundwork for an experience beyond your imagination. An element of desperation is introduced by attachment, which distorts your assumptions. Rather, approach manifestation with a feeling of contentment within. Your presumptive reality is a mirror of the riches that already exist within you, not a means to an aim. Let's now explore the function of consistency in assumption and how it affects the process of manifestation. The core of manifestation is consistency. It's important to include assumption into your everyday life rather than only assuming your desires on occasion. Your subconscious mind's neural pathways for assumption are strengthened by repetition, allowing it to become a normal and integrated aspect of your mental processes. As within, so without is the guiding premise of the law of assumption. By making consistent assumptions, you can create a smooth flow of energy between your inner and outside worlds. Recall that every presumption you make is like a paintbrush stroke on your life. As we come to the end of this section on unleashing your limitless manifestation potential, let's take a moment to review our progress. The power of assumption is an amazing energy that you possess. It's the key to opening doors to countless opportunities, not just a tool. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming along on this trip. Your being here is a synchronicity, a shared energy in the great world of manifestation, not a coincidence. As we proceed on this adventure, never forget that your superpower is assumption. It is your inheritance. So let's continue assuming, manifesting, and co-creating the world we want, my fellow creators. Click, subscribe, leave your comments, and together we can create a community of unstoppable manifestors. Until the next time, may you make audacious assumptions, magnificent manifestations, and genuinely transformational journeys. Greetings, bright spirits. What a remarkable journey we have taken together to delve into the deepest reaches of the law of assumption. Let's take a minute as we approach this conclusion to weave together the strands of empowerment, wisdom, and unshakable belief that have guided us. Following the guidance of the esteemed Neville Goddard, we first examined the origins of the law of assumption. We challenge the widely held notion that seeing is believing and expose the shortcomings of a way of thinking that confines us to the past and restricts the infinite possibilities of assumption. We overcame uncertainties, worked through obstacles that arise on the manifestation path, and unleashed our inner strength during our research. The trip has been more than just an academic exercise. It's been an invitation to take action and to live up to the very presumptions that have the power to determine our fates. A basic truth is at the heart of assumption. Your assumptions are the blueprints that shape your reality. They are more than just ideas. Each presumption you make paints a different color in the tapestry of events, possibilities, and changes in your life. Assumption is the deliberate decision to live the reality you want. It is not wishful thinking or idle daydreaming. It's a decision to be fully present in the here and now, experiencing the textures of your imagined world as it permeates every aspect of your life. Throughout our trip, consistency proved to be a guiding element. Your thoughts have a rhythm that the law of assumption follows. By making your assumptions consistent, you may create an energetic symphony that is in tune with the cosmos. Your presumptions turn into a tune that draws in the melodic expressions of your dreams. Our compass became mindful living, which is based on gratitude and unaffected by results. By assuming without attachment, you make room for the universe to work its magic and compose the magnificent symphony that is your life. Every instant presents an opportunity to confirm your beliefs, and obstacles become stepping stones on the path to realizing your dreams. The enchanted entrance to the limitless domains of potential, imagination, served as a symbol of our inventive capacity. It's more than a talent. The capacity to create clear, vivid images of your ideal world is a manifestation superpower. With imagination, you can see beyond what is known, discover uncharted territory, and bring an extraordinary reality to life that defies social conventions. We are about to start a new chapter, and I want to encourage you to take a risk. Click the subscribe button to join our manifestation community and become a vital member. Your subscription is a commitment to your journey of self-discovery and transformation, not merely a passive involvement. Remember to leave your opinions in the comments section as well. Remember that the words you write are statements to the cosmos, not just statements of yourself. I want to leave you with one final takeaway from our study of the law of assumption. Embrace your manifestation journey with unwavering confidence. Your presumptions are not frail hopes. Rather, they are potential seeds just waiting to blossom into a stunning display. You are the storyteller, the artist, and the weaver in the tapestry that is your life. The cosmos is prepared to dance to the tune of your assumptions, so imagine the best possible version of your story. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this life-changing experience. Your presence has served as a reminder that each of our unique manifestations is a part of the larger dance of creation and a beacon of shared energy. May you make audacious assumptions, achieve magnificent manifestations, and leave a trail of untapped potential. Continue assuming, continuing manifesting, and continuing creating the masterpiece that is your life until our paths cross again. Click, subscribe, leave a comment, and let's carry on this collaborative creativity journey together. I, Modern Wisdom, sign off with infinite appreciation and enthusiasm for our communal emerging.